Didn't I? Is it gonna be like that team I had with Alolan Ninetales on it?
Maybe. I don't know. I was using safety goggles. I ran the safety goggles on that game.
Oh, what safety
It was a
goggles do?
weird team. It makes you immune to weather effects,
Ah,
or at least like hail and sandstorm.
that's weird. It should have been the Go goggles.
And he is dead.
I say, the Goron is dead.
You're tearing down Eggman Land and raising up a Sonic.
Is sandstorm viable?
Yes, it was like super broken in 3rd and 4th gen.
Oh.
I would like to have something like that.
Like
I don't think Blizzard's viable. Or hail is viable, but I think.
What? The alley base fall?
I think Hail is viable in Gen 7 thanks to Alolan Ninetales. But it
That
wasn't
might be
before
true.
because of almost no Snucks. Snucks.
It's nice.
No,
That
I
might be
can.
true. Alone Ninetales probably wipe some series ass.
Oh no.
Wipe some ass.
I was
Just-
too
just
focused
has-
on Darunia, I
Has
guess.
some toilet paper.
I'm sorry, Dust.
I guess I'm playing Info.
Anyway,
See? God just wanted you to play as Impa, so he made you lose.
the god is dead.
God is dead.
God is dead.
The New York Times said God is dead.
But
But God's not dead. And then we watched the movie. and
see, I
then
can't decide.
And then there was a God That's Dead, God's Not Dead too, the sequel. So they had to convince people he really wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Girahim, more like Giraham.
Anyway,
Girahim.
see, is there anything that really benefits from hail that isn't an ice type though?
No.
No.
It's my
Well,
issue.
there's-
I could maybe figure out things.
That's like
for
saying
sandstorm.
that's like asking if there's anything that can benefit from sandstorm that isn't a ground type.
Or a rock type or a steel type. See, ground at least has 3 different types that benefit. And it also
Well,
has
there's-
Cacturn.
I thought I was playing.
And it
a
also
speed
has
person.
like a good balance, but Blizzard
I
just.
mean, there's Clefable and stuff like that. I can't
Hell,
be
just
a
Why are
doesn't
you
work
talking
with
about
that,
Pokemon? This is
Because
no
Ken
one
is
cares.
talking about Pokemon.
fine.
because
Okay.
I'm trying to make just an annoying team just to mess with everyone.
So you're trying to be yourself.
Yeah, just trying to
Yeah,
be myself.
That's what Canon does.
That's what I do. I make really annoying teams, and they work, and so I win.
Except they don't work against me.
They don't work against you on Showdown. They work against you in person.
That's true. Like, you're in your stupid
Almost-
Zoroark.
Almost all the time, Zoroark.
That made me
I've
so
considered
mad.
running that again. That's the only time that's ever worked, and I love it.
I think I still won, but I don't remember how. Because I'm pretty sure you got, like, my Espeon.
Yeah.
Espeon's the one Pokemon which I, like, every time I'm given the opportunity to use it, I'm like, yeah, hot dog, let's do it. Even though it's
I
not,
could
like,
run
that
Zoroark
good.
again. I kind of want to run a
Just
Malamar.
quit. I remember your Malamar being kind of annoying.
See, Malamar's just not quite good enough to be, like, good. It's just not usable.
You're not usable.
No, I'm not.
We're practically married.
Yeah, because you're holding hand.
Gotta,
First base.
just gotta.
No, we gotta.
Perfect.
No, we gotta.
There we go.
I'm married.
It's the relationship way.
See, he's preggers. No.
Did you
It's the
reunite our
relationship
heroes?
way.
No, but I'm married.
When you interlock, it's intimate. When they're not interlocked, then you're just people.
Then you're just.
It means
fuck-
nothing when they're not
No,
interlocked.
no, it just means you're fucking.
You're just fuck buddies.
I mean, what else would you
Da,
be?
da, 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 da. Is this better?
Yeah, I like it more.
Good.
Yeah.
We lead.
But I like
What game
Malamar.
is Fee from?
Skyward Sword.
Oh.
Same game Girahim's from. Same. I'm in the land of Skyward Sword. What do you mean? Like, what game are they from?
You're from.
But
That's the best comeback of all time.
but I've become the Robin Scherbatsky drinking game.
What?
You're gonna have to
Every time I
explain
say badum, take a shot.
Oh shit.
Badum, 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 badum. And that's how you kill a drinking game.
that. I'm dead. I died from alcohol overdose.
What is, I keep losing my train of thought. But Renucleus is great. No, I love using it.
No more
It's
Ryu.
hilarious.
No, I do like Nucleus. I never got a chance to use it though.
What?
The setup I have is hilarious for it. It almost works. It gets through a good chunk of teams.
I still don't approve of Future Sight.
I know you don't approve of Future Sight. See, the thing is, how many things resist Future Sight?
Dark types do.
Dark types. I have a counter for dark types.
Yeah, but how many things resist Psychic?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many things resist Psychic?
Well, but why don't you just use Psychics then?
Or like the
That's not-
type. How many things resist Psychic type?
Well,
Well, Dark is immune to it, and Psychic is resists Psychic, and Steel does. And I know there's another one.
So my biggest issue would be a Psychic type. Which I can use other things on my team for, so...
True.
But as a counter for Steel and Dark. Maybe not quite for Steel. The Future type has a ton of base attack, so
It has like 10 more than Psychic, I'll give you that.
it's 120, so
It's 120?
yeah, it's 120.
I thought it was 100.
It's 120. It's by far the strongest Psychic type move.
By far, huh?
It just takes 2 turns to use. Or 3 turns, really.
Psycho Boost, technically. That's 140.
Yeah, but who uses Psycho Boost?
People who use Deoxys.
Yeah,
That's pretty much
but
it.
who uses Deoxys?
Nobody.
Exactly. Everyone in Pokemon Duel.
Pokemon Duel.
Pokemon Duel's awesome, though.
What? Okay, what is Pokemon Duel?
Do you know the Pokemon figure trading game? Or
The
trading
Pokemon-
figure game?
No.
So it came out in like... It was probably like 2010. Maybe 2008. And
You're
they made
losing troops.
It was a game where you played with little figures, and it was a little strategy game, and you spun them to, like, do things. And they made literally 1 set of it.
Canon, where'd you come up with this stuff? I never heard before today that the Pokemon TCG had a plot, and now you're telling me this that I've never ever heard of before in my life.
But it exists. And they made an app for it to make up for all the issues with the original one.
Man, the J-Wits and Tomasi Hiroka failed me.
Jaywood's made a video on it, so...
Oh, never mind, J-Wits, you're good. I failed me by not watching his videos enough.
See, look at that. Just easy.
But the East Keep is in danger of falling.
I still need to know the server, though.
Oh. Well, contact Kento about it.
But you already have.
Yeah, but...
Well, make him respond. Just harass him.
No, I mean, you gotta ask him yourself.
Okay, so like, this is the logo for it.
When did it come out again?
Like, probably like 2008, 2010.
And what?
It was around Gen 3.
What?
It was
2008?
during Gen 3.
What? 2008, 2010?
I don't think that time's right. It came out during Gen 3.
Oh, so that'd be 2001 to 2005, or no, yeah, 5.
And I really wanted to say it was later than that, but it was Gen 3 definitely.
Huh. Interesting. I remember Gen 3. That's pretty good, I guess.
But like, here's the board for it.
You know, me and my sister did have that, the little ones you plug Pikachu in and it makes noises.
And
in
they
the
got
stadium.
all their freaking figures.
You got all of them?
Like just all of the figures that just exist.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. They said it was too expensive. They were too expensive to buy and make, and so they stopped making them after literally one. They made one set and said, "This is bogus." So there's like half a second set that's really rare,
Really?
and I think there's a third set somewhere.
There's a third set, but they didn't even finish the second one.
I think they finished the second set, but they didn't release it, and then they got like halfway through the third set, so those are really rare.
Then how did people even have the second set?
Why is he
Because
dancing?
collectors, man, collectors.
Why'd they start the
That's
third
what he
set?
does, man.
Why'd they start the third set whenever they hadn't even released the second set?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see what I remember from a Jay Witz video.
I'll look that up sometime.
But Pokemon Duel is a. They redid the rules and then they made new things for Gen 5. Gen
Really?
6? I think it was in Gen 6.
That's cool.
And it's fun. It is actually pretty damn fun. And you're in tuxedos and have masks.
I figured that's
So
what
your
it was.
tuxedo mask.
Is that like a game? Is it like a computer game?
It's an app.
It's an app.
It's an
like
app.
Look at that boss.
Like a smartphone app.
Yeah, it's a smartphone app.
You mean in Gen 3 times, there's a smartphone app.
Yeah, no, not currently. Like, they remade it currently into an app.
Oh, okay, but what was it before?
Before it was the trading figure game, which was a physical game.
Oh, you know what? I should play this.
Yeah.
I should play. I have the Pokemon trading card game on my computer, but I don't really play it that much, so maybe I shouldn't play it.
I got Pokemon Duel.
That's lit, man.
It's fun. And so people have teams of all Deoxys,
It's Gen 1 and Alakazam all over again.
which is great. And Deoxys is hilarious because, like, Defense Deoxys is like a total wall, and it's like impossible to break through, and Speed Deoxys is ridiculous. Attack Deoxys has really stupid attack,
And what's normal Deoxys?
and normal Deoxys is trash.
Oh, just like in a real game.
I think normal Deoxys is actually pretty useful, but not as stupid as the other ones. Like, the other ones are stupid. Like, I think Speed Deoxys has 4 move, which is like the highest move. Which is like, you do ridiculous things with 4 move. Like, if you go first, you can block someone from bringing their Pokemon in from a certain area.
What?
Because there's an entry point, and so to get, you have to, if someone you place, trying to think of words, if you place one of your figures on your opponent's entry point, they can't use that entry point. So if you block both their entry points,
Oh. So you just have to have 2 Deoxys speed and you win the game.
and so you can block one of them, and so there's a card that lets you jump figures, so you can jump over something in your entry point.
Why is
so
it
you can get
floating?
out. Because it can fly. Duh.
I do like how there's a West Cannon keep.
Yeah, have a keep. This is like exactly how this works in Skyward
Yeah,
Sword
the
2.
Grusinator. This is when things are gonna get good.
It's the Grusinator, bro.
Everyone loves the Grusinator. Even I know this, and I've
It's
never
what
played
makes
the
this
game.
fight worthwhile. It's the Grusinator.
This fight of life. It's what makes life worthwhile. What the heck is that in the distance?
What, they imprisoned? Just floating there?
Oh, I meant the tree. It looked like a angry. Oh,
Did that.
that guy too.
That guy's
That's
there.
kind of concerning.
You should probably go to the Grusinator.
Where's the Grusinator? I thought the Grusinator was down there.
It's over by the temple. It's up.
It's up?
It's up.
Up there?
Yeah, it's up there.
But it says it's... Give me a sec.
I think I got wrecked.
Yep. I just wanted to use it. It was a waste, but well.
You had fun. That's all.
I want to use Toucanon, but Toucanon is trash.
Toucanon is trash.
Toucanon's pretty trash.
How's it trash?
It's just not good enough. It's too slow, obviously.
Well, everything in Alola is too slow.
Yes, everything alone is slow, but it's not like bulky enough. It's
Oh.
like you can take it out way too easily. Like it can destroy some things pretty well.
Are you sure the
Some
Grusinator's over
things
here?
being doorman.
You destroyed Dorman with the Toucannon?
He got very mad at Toucan. He didn't understand why it knew Bullet Seed.
Oh. Well, it's like whenever I destroyed him with a Pikachu that knew Surf.
No, it's not over here.
He was only mad at me because he was confused as to why it knew Surf.
Because Pikachu.
Pikachu!
They go up.
Honestly,
It wasn't there.
Yeah, you go up and you go. I think you're. But go up. Take those stairs.
I'm pretty sure Pikachu can learn every move.
Where's the
Go
Grucinator?
right. Go back.
Did I miss it?
No,
Or...
no, no. Stay in here. Go to the left. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
We're good at this game, I swear.
I didn't notice it. Like, I didn't see it at all.
That thing is pretty terrifying.
It's hilarious.
It's stupid.
You're stupid.
Like, it's so dumb.
Thanks a
That's
ton.
why I love it.
What do I hit?
Its toes. Or not its toes, I guess.
Dust doesn't follow the rules.
Same.
Sometimes this game doesn't even know how Skyward Sword works.
That did a lot of damage.
Sometimes you knock its seal into its head.
Oh, see, Fee is even saying to attack its toes.
See, now I'm attacking its toes.
Oh boy, this is like a Super Mario Sunshine boss now.
Big stupid wiggly toes. You're really good at avoiding these attacks.
Oh, I should.
It's really easily telegraphed attacks.
Hey, he's trying his best.
Well, his best isn't good enough.
The temple entrance gate is open. Ken, you're being an abusive father.
I am an abusive father. Whip it real good.
You would whip someone.
Yes, I would. Hard.
Oh!
Wow! I was not expecting that.
I was expecting exactly that.
Well, because you've actually played the game.
Because I played Skyward Sword.
Like, how the heck does it even... Can Pokemon even move like this?
That's the best part of that generation.
It's just that quote.
Just that quote, yes.
No, there's...
But partially that training.
I like...
That's what I don't like about Gen 7. Out of multiple things I don't like about Gen 7, the many things I don't like about Gen 7, it doesn't have super training.
I like, about Gen 6, I like how it has, like, a huge like, it gives you, like, a lot of options in Pokemon. And that's something that Gen 7 did too, and I appreciate that.
You know what I love about Gen 7?
What's that?
Hyper training.
I haven't even done hyper
Yeah.
training.
You know what I hate about Gen 7?
Hyper
I
training.
haven't had a good chance to do hyper training.
How
Because
do
you
you-
need bottle caps, which are impossible to find. They're not impossible to find, actually. You actually just have to do the plaza a crap ton.
I haven't even messed with this. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
And so, if you upgrade the plaza to, like, level 100, then
Really?
it's the more you upgrade it, the more common the lottery will give you better things, and some of those things are golden bottle caps.
Oh, and that lets you hyper train?
And so bottle caps will let you hyper train. And so, like, gold bottle caps will upgrade all of your stats, and silver will upgrade one.
And I'm really glad I did not try and mess with the competitive stuff in Gen 7. Like, I think
And so what it does is it doesn't actually upgrade your IVs. And I've heard people complain about that, and they're dumb.
oh, yeah.
So it doesn't actually upgrade your IVs, which people are mad about because they couldn't breed their IVs, even though it takes longer to do hyper training anyway. So it would be better to just breed and not be lazy because you get better results. Which is kind of how super training was anyway. It's faster to do normal EV training.
Yeah. I mean, especially since it had board battles in that generation. Like, I literally...
But super training's just... It's less efficient, but it's more accessible, so that's why I did it.
Did I tell you about the
Also, I enjoyed it enough to do it.
doorman was in my English class back in our sophomore year, and one day, like, he was like, "Hey, can you EV train this random Pokemon for me?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And he gave me his game, and by the end of the period, I had that thing fully EV trained.
He told me about that, and that's when I realized how super efficient normal EV training was.
Yeah. The horde battle.
Which I just don't do. I could, but I just don't.
Watch your health.
No shit.
And partially is I don't have the knowledge of it. I don't have enough meta knowledge to.
That's what Nugget Bridge is for.
But trying to think. But hyper training, it's great. But what's great about hyper training, so it doesn't upgrade your IVs, but it gives you the same outputs that you would have if you had those IVs. So you can use any hidden power. So hidden powers become viable in all of
Oh.
in everything. It's not just like Darkened Dragon. And that's
pretty
what's good about that.
That's pretty awesome.
Also, I don't have to like do breeding, so screw that.
Yeah, no. Breeding, I only IV bred like 4 Pokemon, and that was like,
IV breeding is like the worst thing ever.
it was horrible.
And and if you really, really know what you're doing, you can do it really well, but it takes time to set it up that is just not worth it.
Yeah, no. It's just, the competitive...
If I can get hyper training going, then I think I can just not care.
Competitive Pokemon just isn't worth it to me anymore. Like, I already went in that rant earlier though, so...
I enjoy competitive Pokemon, but I mean...
Like, it's like playing a sport, really. Except you don't have to go outside. But like, you have to practice every day and like really know your stuff.
And he's dead.
I'm impressed that you pulled through that.
Yeah, because you suck against the present.